cabinets glinting with gold and polished glass.
You don't visit me nearly enough. I had forgotten the color of your eyes. Don't mock me. One day you should come and we'll watch the rivers in the dark together on the rooftop. Will your people ransack my ship? How is life on Iox anyway? As sterile as ever?
Iox never changes.
Why would it? Top dog doesn't need to roll over. Good of you to come back and see us mongrels all the same. Didn't I show him the crown last time? Maybe not. I'll show him the crown. What do you make of this? You can't have it. By the stars and all the fishes. Most importantly, the fishes. Did not know you cared. Would you like to move in? You can have my room, and I'll sleep down here. Sleep down here anyway. I didn't say I wanted to hand it to him. Not giving it to you. Yes, you are. You just don't know it yet. Simply not told you the price to which you can't say no. But I will. You think it's valuable? No, it's worthless. Let me take it off you. Save you the trouble of scrapping it. So it really is valuable. You hold on to it, safely. I'll make you an offer, you'll see. Very trustworthy curator, you understand. You should see some of the wonderful things I look after. Like this one. Yoisho. It's an astrolabe. Look at this glorious thing. It's enormous. I don't even know what it is. I found it just sitting in the grass by the cat cascade, like a fat lost cat. Here, I thought maybe it was a child's toy, but who would make something so beautiful for a child? Worthless? No inscriptions on it? What I want with my glass? I couldn't find any either. Hoping you might twist here, squeeze there, and pop. No? Well, no matter. Rather you didn't break it. It moves? The circles rotate. They all rotate. You push one and everything rotates. Why would you want that? I don't know. You want me to find out where it came from? What a good idea. So unusual, I don't know who I'd find to trade it with anyway. But maybe if you find where it came from, you could let me know. Oh, and that was enough evidence to search for something. Good. Serp's here. One sec. So what is this? What is this cat? That's a cat, all right. You found this picture, or you found this cat? You found the picture. So, Serp, your Lost Flare, worthless. Have you seen Lost Seraph Strike? It's so good. Like, I can't stop. I've run so much Bozja stuff now, and I only have one copy of Lost Seraph Strike, so I can't ever take it off, and I don't ever want to take it off. It's like a 500 potency attack, dashing attack, that for, 15 seconds or something reduces your healing output but gives you plus 60% damage. I've actually ripped aggro off of tanks, like opening with Seraph Strike, SI's thing, and then just really fast glare spam because I have so much haste. Like, it's such unbelievable damage. Especially when you do the lost, whatever it's called, lost. Well, they're all called lost. Lost banner of losing. I don't know. It's so much fun. Like, playing a white mage is so much like fun. It costs a lot of MP too. It costs 5,000 MP, so I actually have to like try to find ways of conserving MP when I use it. But it's a lot of fun. But it unfortunately means I'm no longer a good healer because I'm constantly like, I can't spare MP to raise you guys. Somebody else will get them. Where are you going? What are you doing? Get over here. I found a few items you might be interested in. Show me a feast and then feed me corn. Sword of the South. You got all three of the. Is that what that is? Or no, just the bottom one. Yeah. A nebula chart, and here's some writing along a river. It's all three. Very cool. Find fire. Find. A lot of glyphs, but I think it must say find. Starting to fire as well. And both of these are going to be the same word, right? Find path of fire path? Find dream of fire dream? No, all of these towards, sail. Yeah, this is going to be path. Most likely this comes from the same site as the devotional icon and the spherical device. Easier to locate. So, you've seen it. The chart for your golden effigy of a climbing god. I can just not trade. I know where it is. Thank you for letting me see it, but no. I wish you would stop standing there. Picked up a few more items. Okay. That's Final Fantasy XIV. Devotional icon, fashioned from copper, earliest Empire period. Very nice. Something of a similar period, I think. Golden sextant. And there's a carved motif. Also immediately convinced a path. Sure, why not? Never be led from path. I'd hazard that this comes from the same site as the chart, and yeah, we already said that, right? Nah. This is a library. It's not a store. When my eyes have recovered, okay. Who buys all this stuff of yours? And what is money anyway? Respectable people, a few Elbereth rats too. Why do they want it? What good does it do? Different reasons. Some are collectors, rich types. I think money hurts them, so they spend it quickly. Most of them are old, prostate problems. They leak money. Blech. I'm mop up. I'm an Elberathian. I'm not above it. Alright. Let us go. Look after yourself out there. We have a few... No, don't you be like, oh, we gotta leave. Don't hassle me. I knew you were a hassler from the moment I saw you. Toppy told me to look out for one with a broken arm. They all seem intact to me. This turns my stomach, too. I might have ended up like this if it hadn't been for Yari. Wah! One of your laborers was injured. Laborers. Accidents happen. There's nothing wrong with my stock. How did it happen? Carelessness. Now never hiring to an Ioxian again. Your kind doesn't show respect. An Ioxian hired workers from you? And broke one of them. Is the worker all right? Does it matter? I have plenty of good workers here, strong and keen. Whatever you need a hand for. I want to talk to the injured worker. I won't hire anyone. Then you can pay to see him. If you'd rather be a Huakis than a Miakis. What's the laborer's name? Whatever you like. How much to ask him some questions? Listen, Salahua. Your oxen friend Renba shattered my man's arm bone into 100 little bits. Ew. Swimming around inside his skin like hungry maggots. He's never going to work again. Like his leather, you're the last chance he's got to earn himself a meal, so pay your dues. Renba! So you do know him. The price just went up. Let's see what you've brought. Jewelry and weapons. Nah. I already know what he could tell me. It's too much to ask. Goods are worthless to you. Probably not a coincidence. Final Fantasy loves for things to mean things. Bonk. I am starving. I might not stream for too much longer. So I want to go eat. Oh, and what is that? What can I do for you? I was given a strange shard of crystal. I thought you might be able to tell me what it is. A technic, not a mystic healer. So, I don't know. Rest it on your belly and see if it helps you break wind. I think it was significant in the Empire. Vision Soft Reset. It's a puzzle Metroidvania and a time game. Ho. You've got my interest. I'll take a look, we both said. But I'll need it back. I want to keep your junk a moment longer than I have to. I'll do it tonight. Maybe. If you're lucky. Do I have more to ask? How are things here? Not getting any better. Whoosh. Alright, now we can go since you're going to ask me. No, he's not going to ask me. A game that I played recently that you don't know the name of. Yes, we shall leave now. Do it. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. Time Spinner was both of those were side-scrolly things. I was thinking about that boat that Renba found a fragment of anyway. The Empire never used ships that large. And it was too old and too long buried. You've never seen a ship like it. This changes our history, Six. There must have been a whole age before the Empire, when ships like great whales... Don't Don't sell them short. They were even bigger. They were as big as eagles. But doing what? Trading? Perhaps people lived on them. Lived on the boats. Can you imagine that? A boat which people live on? An age of sail. Before the Empire was founded. Before the Empire locked down the nebula. An eclectic series of ancient artifacts, most notably tapestries. You're too fast. Same age as a lost city, perhaps. I could find this site now. Really now. I didn't think I had that much information. No, let's finally go. Oh no, it's not orange. Can I not? Oh no, it'll. No, I can go there. Oh, it was orange, and then I clicked on it and ruined everything. You can sail for a while, 6. If we're going between two places that I've been to and from, it's not like I need to be on the lookout for anything new. What do you think, 6? I believe they were just beginning. Oh, we're not too late. I believe our timing to be perfect. Always is. Aaliyah, quickly! Miari was waiting for you to arrive. We weren't sure you really were coming. Why is she waiting for me? I don't know, this guy? You got me, like, deliver his eulogy? She worries about your soul. Renbo wasn't my friend. That doesn't matter. He's sailing the rivers. You have to come. You really believe souls sail the rivers? Where else would people go? Maybe you aren't sure about the loop. I admit, it takes faith. But Renbo believed. Renbo is dead! I'm Batman. No. Alright, I'll come. I will wait here, mistress. This way. Jake was a great believer in the Great Loop. Yeah, everyone here believes in that. It's understandable. No one wants to just die. Don't you have faith in anything? My faith is my own. This place doesn't own it. It's not my real dad. Quiet now. You're not my real dad either. You can't tell me what to do. Try to keep your head bowed. Here she comes. Friends, colleagues, brothers and sisters, thank you for coming. Together we gather to recommend our brother Janiki Renbo to the waters. What's Mayuri looking at? Over by the water, there's an hourglass. Bye. Jiniki Remba was our friend, our brother, our teacher. For some, a confidant. For others, an inspiration. He has left us too soon, but we trust he will be returned. It contains Renba's ashes. Really? Of course. Miari will pour them into the stream. From the water they'll wash out to the stars. Jiniki's departure is a deep loss to the university. His work here has changed our little community more than most of you may know. But it is his absence, however brief, that will be truly felt. She really believes this. Of course. What do you believe? Imagine going to like a religious service and like every word out of your mouth is, you people really believe this?
Something out of the hourglass.
So Remba begins another journey around the loop. As we remember him, so he sails the rivers above. Those can't have been Renba's ashes. They don't have his body. What? Why would you say that? That's a disgusting thing to say. He can hear us, you know.
The people began to sing. The words were weird and old.
Old words are the
sound
worst.
drifted up and away into the nebula. Maybe Remba could hear us. Maybe not. Didn't matter. It was beautiful anyway.
So he seemed to be upset by the fact that I said, oh, they don't have his body, so they couldn't have his ashes. Those that are gone will return. Those that return will depart.
The chanting died away. There were echoes. Then they were gone too.
Friends, thank you for coming. Jiniki will be grateful for your support.
People began to murmur, then to talk.
I'll ask finally, who's the lady? I don't recognize her. I think that's Renba's mother. I wondered if you knew her. She's from Elbereth. Nope, I don't know her. I thought I was the only Elberethian here. No, Renba often traveled to Elbereth to see his family. He was like you in that way. I don't have any family. I never even knew my mother. Never? There are lots of orphans on Elbereth. Perhaps when I grow up, I'll understand why. My mother was a carpenter. I didn't ask you. She made a lot of the chairs in this place. She's pretty proud of me. Well, if she didn't put inscriptions on them, I don't care about them. A beautiful service, don't you think? I thought it was weird. You guys are weird. It's good to remember our connections to each other. Good faith to you. Good faith, good faith, good faith to you. I am from Elbereth too. They think he's coming back. I can't understand it. They jump to the conclusion that everything is a loop. It's terrible of them. Only I get to jump to conclusions. Nothing to them is ever lost. Not people, not events. My son was one of them. In the end, he was happy here. Did you know my boy? I went looking for him. So, in a way, my failure to find him is why he died. If you change the future, you change the past. They told me his heart gave out. Mistress Alastra, here's one of our most gifted thinkers. Please, I'd like to just spend some time with my boy. Barely saw him when he was alive. He didn't visit Elbarath? Not for years. His work was so important to him. Please. Preow. Tony, you're a lot of me, Tony. I will be in my office. I very much hope to see you. Oh, and now you. Hi. Bye. Should I? If I do like a Citadel playthrough of this where I just constantly snub her. She's like, I'd better see you in my office. And I'm like, I'm leaving. Most things, mistress. They are unlike human what? I missed what we were talking about, unfortunately. They talk and move fluidly. I want to meet what's-his-name and talk to him about books? Or something? The guy I was just talking to? He's gone forever. Alright. History. I don't know who built them. Oh, we're talking about robots. No, mistress. At least I do not. Alright, we saved the crown for the very end. Just keep holding out. Why was Renba exploring the nebula? I want answers. You must have known why he left Iox. I did know. At first, anyway. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Alia. But... Yes? You're not the easiest person to talk to. About my beliefs. They were Renba's beliefs too, you know. It's fine. I agree, but I accept that you believe them. You understand the loop, Alia, even if you deny it. You understand that everything which happens will happen again. And everything which happens has happened before. I thought the loop was about reincarnation. It is. We have lived many times. But however often you live, Alia, you cannot escape who you are. What does this have to do with Renba? The fall, Alia. Iox fell, Alia. The Empire collapsed. Our protectorate is the Empire of old, and the fall will come again, and if we are not ready for it, we will not survive it. The fall was almost 350 years ago. It's ancient history. You are quite wrong. That's what Renba was doing for me out there. Trying to learn how the fall will occur. Renba found something inside one of his robots. Found what? I don't know. The robot told him something. Set him to digging up something on a moon near Elbarath. He hired laborers from the Elbarath markets to do the work. And then I heard nothing until he sent me that brooch. But the robot knew about the fall, Alia. The robots know everything. Just like the guys from Mass Effect. What was my note? I can't remember. 6-Bear remembers being rewoken. The robots have no memory of what came before. Before they were buried. Collectors, protectors. I don't think a robot can truly forget. No more than a soul in a loop can be lost. The loop sustains all, Alia. All. And yeah, the whole, like, if everything repeats, shouldn't you not be able to prevent it? I guess she didn't want to say we want to prevent the fall, but we want to prepare for it. The fall is coming faster than we think. Find the observatory, whatever it is. Find out, and then come and tell me. Alright, tell her about the voice. Spoke to an ancient voice from the Empire. It had been stored into a figurine and forgotten, but it was still alive. What did it tell you? I don't remember if she told me her name or not. There we go, Kaya. Recordings like that were once common in the Empire. Recordings of important people. Did we know this? The Emperors believed in the loop, of course, but they still feared death. How do you know this? Should come to temple more often. You need to dig up the Empire, Alia. They wrote everything down in letters we can read. The death the Emperors feared was the death of future. They feared the fall. The Emperors knew it was coming, and they guarded what they could against it. Stored whatever knowledge they could. So you found devices like this before. You didn't tell me about them. Well, you did. You told me about them in temple, but I didn't show up. She said Sliset. Reangset. What language is that? And what do the words mean? You don't know? It's ancient. Remember discovered that robot cores can be accessed directly, verbally, if you know the right words. It wants you to ask it a question. I don't know any words of ancient. I do, though. Not to say. Remember, found a particular word, Malafar. It means fall. Yeah, Malafar. We set Malafar Ori Elbereth. Kadotkus Malafar Bo Miakisibor Human Quadskizetziang. That's as far as I've managed to go. Meow! I need you to do better. I'm only guessing here. Catkiss? Catkiss Ihua Bo Yellow Fizzle. Salahua. Salahua I Yahua Mekere Ray Riar. Huameki. That's a pretty bad thing to call someone. Oh, we know that because of the lady. The Rethans really are talking in ancient. Give me a moment. Few words. Huameki, Yehua Bo Renfar. Balfar we already did, right? Yeah. Mori is Elbrathian patois. It means near. Miyameki is a robot. Perhaps Meke is similar. It's waiting for an answer, I think. The Yumayaki cat? Patois word. It means essentially grow old and die. What is it you think I can do? So many cats in the language. When Alex fell, the palace here was overrun. There were hundreds slaughtered. The Fallers, that's a dumb name, killed almost everyone. People and robots, too. We know this. We don't know where they came from. Who they were. How they got in. How so many got in. We must know before it happens again. The robots know. Mistress. Excuse the interruption, mistresses. You're back. I do not believe I have been away. Something has come into my mind. A name. Human Yaki Cat. I will show you on the charts when we return to the Nightingale. It is not far from here. What does the name mean? I do not know. Perhaps we should return to the ship now. Not yet. Why didn't you tell me what Renbo was doing earlier? Why did you keep it secret? I always treated you as warmly as I'm allowed, you know that. Allowed? As Six would say, we all have our primary users. What? Is the university flourishing? Alright, catch you later, Garrett. I think so, Alia. Perhaps one day you'll spend a bit more time here and see for yourself. Alright. Here's the crown. This is what we found on that moon. Sticky? Do you know what it is? It's a crown. So glad we pay your stuff. Shall I tell you what it really is? Oh, I know, I think. It's a device. I found it out. My friend on Elbereth could have activated it, but she didn't. 6? She did not, Professor. If this is the Emperor's crown, Ix would never have parted with it. I can imagine you lifting this from the ashes of the last Emperor himself. Where are you going? Give me it back. I want it. Belongs on Ix, of course. Oh yeah, this is your moment. Off you go and enjoy it. What? What? How can I enjoy not having a crown? The great loop. Truth built inside truth. Okay, but give me the crown back, though. You have more books than Huang. These books are not his. Nor are these ones mine. Of course. You know Maizwai was a sailor, and a scholar, and a gentleman. Why are you looking at me like that? reason. It's curious how we all have our places in the scheme of things, isn't it? The last couple hours of your second game? Really? There was a voice like that inside the crown you found, an emperor's voice. I figured. It mentioned that same name, the Withering Palace. Room's close to something. I need you to find it. Good faith to you. As you might have realized, it was Renba's. Maybe the only one with this knowledge. Oh, okay. Within the last couple hours. Six, did Miari mean what she said about you? That you were Renba's robot before? Is that true? I cannot be sure, mistress. I do not remember him. But it seems that my memories are not mine to control. All this time that we've been looking, you knew exactly what Renba was doing, but you didn't say. No, mistress. That view is staggeringly unfair. Is there any way to get your memories of Renba back? You would have to ask Renba that question. Perhaps when the loop will bring him back. That tree, it's like the tree on the lush moon. Indeed, mistress. I believe this one may be a clipping from that one. The Tree of Knowledge. Or so they call it. Each branch grows more branches. Except for the ones that die, fall off, and are forgotten. Which is where we come in, I suppose. Went outside the university grounds once, exploring. This is a very beautiful moon. You can tell it was once lush, fertile. There must have been huge forests, lakes, rivers. They're all but dry now. You've not been outside? No. No, I want to see if I can talk to Huang. I detected a certain coldness between you and the professor. I don't trust her. Do you suppose she trusts you? Well, she does keep loaning me robots. I don't know if that means she trusts me or not. I forget what Huang looks... I don't even know if Huang was the guy that I was talking to at the funeral or not. The robots know. Something someone said to me. Perhaps they were thinking of the ethical corner. Yeah, one of my missions for this place is to talk to him about something that we found. But whoever he is, I don't know where he stays. Oh, the room at the bottom of the... Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm like, I feel like I only spoke to him once when he, like, ran up to me. And there doesn't... Like, walking around is so slow that it's not like I can just dash all over the place and go, oh, here's, you know, here's what I haven't explored. And there's no map. Doorway? No. Over here. The library.
The library is a quiet spot to think. Except when Huang's in there, which of course, he always is.
Alia. I was just... I don't know what to do with myself. It's a shock for everyone. It is. No one lives forever, of course. Professors have died before. What about you? What are you doing? Irma told me what he was looking for. An observatory. Observatory? It's interesting. Let me tell you something I heard about Renaki. No. Not quite. I was on Renaki recently. I know. Me on a boat. Should have seen me. Turned green. Got my secrets. Here's like me take a few things and trade. Anyway, on the boat there was a trader called Amadu. He was talking pretty expansively, if you understand me, about something he'd found. He called it Elysium. No. You asked me about an observatory? That's what Amadu said he'd found. But what were you doing on Renaki? Never ever left Iox before. There's a lot you don't know about me. Trustworthy type, this Amadu? No, I wouldn't say that. But he was sloshed to his beard tips. Yeah, but I'm looking for a particular observatory. Am I, though? I think that there's a whole bunch and they all point to each other. Sounded like it was old. It sounded like someone might have written on something. So I thought you should go. Books, eh? How old are these books? Some are really old, but not, you know, not ancient. They date back to the first Empress or so. Alright, I'm gonna show you a text. Let's see now. There's an inscription. I read it as Strength of Future Wind. Was that? Oh, it was on a decorative leather-bound book. Maybe it means book, though. Book of future knowledge, right? Right? Book of future knowledge. Oh wait, I didn't do anything. Wait, aren't there any books? Book of decorative leather. Books older than the first Empress. I don't know. There just aren't. What do you think? I am a smart guy? I know you found older. Have you found any artifacts you wanted me to look at? Quite a few. of the crystal. Like this iolite crystal. It's very pretty. Remby left it on Marseille. Did you find out why? Remby left a trail. I don't know what he was doing out there. We best keep it. The archivist will want it. Slithat? I forget where we heard that. I guess there's a few things that I should have, like, written down, but I don't know what they are. Bonk. Slithat. Oh, I don't think so. Sounds like the way they talk on Elbereth. But oh yeah. What's wrong with your robot? Six? Back. Must be getting old. Mistress. My head. I heard an ancient name. Kibenya. Do you know how it translates? She's facing the wrong way now. Ancient names all have meanings. Or at least they do on Elbereth. They speak a different language on Elbereth, don't they? There's a dialect on Elbereth. I used to understand it, but I've forgotten a lot. Is that a word of yours from Elbereth? Kiblend? Whatever it was? Do you know what it means? No. But if you find out, tell me. More talk. Withering Palace. We're going there next, I think. Empire period site, so not too old. The Withering Palace. Let me think. I think the annals mention it briefly. Let's see. The lonely and the lost were pilgrims to the palace beyond the garden, where the best remained as mirrors of wise thought. Well, there we go. What does that mean? I don't know. Beyond the garden might be a clue. We found a garden. Sounds delightful. It was. Well, it was more a graveyard. Wouldn't trade our lives, Alia. I really wouldn't. What? I'm finding some truly ancient sites. Places far out in the reaches that must have once been wealthy. Abandoned? Lost in the clouds. The moons must have drifted away from the rivers. Or the rivers drifted away from the moons. Oh, interesting. Ix is old. They're always finding new layers to this place. Did you know that? Ix has been around forever. It probably all started here. The future or the past? Both. Dun dun dun. That's why everyone wants to be on Ix. This is where you need to be when the loop closes. Something Renba discovered near Elbereth. Oh, yes? It was a ship. Underground. Underground? Second floor basement. How did it get there? That's not the question. The question is, how did he find it? Do you have any idea? None. Useless. Read anything? I've been indexing mostly. Alright, later. As soon as I'm done talking to him, we're gonna end stream. Have you ever seen anything like this dented goblet? Fragment of an inscription. I read it as "Go beyond stars." I'm not convinced by your use of "go" here. The symbol pattern for "go." All right, so maybe that's what he does. Is he related to maybe find, maybe, or no, this is definitely find. See beyond stars? Thanks, Juan. No. I've seen something similar if I remember right, and it also had script. Let me see if I can find it. Well, alright, so maybe, alright, this guy's got some interesting stuff. Part of it is he will give you clues on what words you have wrong, but also this. He's like, hey, here is a cup. It's found floating in the wash near Iox. Next to a sock. A single sock. This one is a phrase run together. Love. This was from someone who loved to drink. Okay. Love and will with love. That'll do for now. Do you have any more like that? Let me see. How about this? It's a sketch of a metal festive flagon. It was found buried here on Iox. Drink and speak. So the little curly and this is for like an element, but maybe this is like an action. Drink and speak. Secretly, those red Solo cups that we all drink from over here in America, they all say "drink and speak" on the bottom. Archive it. I guess. Do I get points for that? That was just a trick to get him to leave the room so that I could steal something. No. Or maybe I'm supposed to follow him. It's like that Monkey Island puzzle. Is he ever coming back? Where is the archive room? Just yet. Look at this place. Looks modern, but it's ancient. Here and there, bits of the architecture go back thousands of years. Oh, good faith to you. What's up? Who? Okay, just interrupts my monologue. No, if I walk back in here, will he magically be here? No. Oh! Yes, I totally waited. Let's see now. Book of Harvests of Love. You'd be like, that sounds dumb. I don't agree with harvests. Words? Do you like words? Alright, we're finally done with him. We have nothing else we can do with him. Okay. I'll see you soon. See you soon. Robots, no ethics. Speech. Nothing that only they know? Perhaps robots once knew more than they know now. Could be. Alright. Is he going to tell me to get out of here? One to beam up. One to beam up. Oh, why did that happen? Never been there. I can go there next. Look at this thing. An inscription. Several words. Woof. This is the final boss? Empire. Shines. Mine has to be off. Oh, okay, so of empires. Light. Yeah, here we go. Any of these would work, right? Empire's light shines now, shines forever, shines here. This is almost part of the word empire. Let's change my mind, but Empire's light shines forever. It's just like the one in the garden. I believe that sundial to be significantly older than this one. Furthermore, that one was not made on Iox. Look at this thing. What even is it? Evidently, it is said to be a sundial. It's ancient. Older than all the buildings here. Was the sundial made here? Of course. Curiously enough. Why is that curious? It seems to me the sundial could never have worked. At least not in this location. No light? I suspect whoever positioned this here did not realize how it was intended to function. So how do you know how the sundial is meant to work? It is apparent from the design. A child could comprehend it. Do you like other robots? I have not spent much time with them. But you have met some. A few. They have always struck me as rather predictable. Alright. Return to the ship. And return to not being on stream at the moment. Right? Some of my best friends are robots. I'm not robophobic. Oh wait, was she here more the whole I can't cancel? This is where she went to hang out. I could have caught she was right there. And I had wanted to talk to her again, but I don't know. I guess I ruined it. How weird. Maybe she had nothing else to say, but she was standing like right there. All right, so that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for being here. We'll continue playing this some more on Thursday. I think I might skip out on the Sunday night stream again because I'll have something to do on Sunday. But we'll be playing this Thursday and Saturday, and maybe starting next week I'll think of whether I want to play another, or weave in another game. I will also check out Vision Monkey Face, or whatever it was called. Whatever the game was that you called it wasn't called Vision Monkey Face at all. That's it. Good night.